Hey Blue Table fans, this is a teaser video for the battle report I'm doing with Dave, which is Eldar v Dark Eldar. So we're going to take a look at both armies. Let's go ahead and start with the Dark Eldar. We are going to get rid of that lid. Okay, Dave, go ahead. Tell us all about it.
Okay, so to start out, my warlord right here is going to be an Archon. She is kitted out with the Shadow Field.
Is that the new plastic kit?
No, it's one I mix match together. It's got a bunch of different bits and I kind of did stuff together to make it a woman.
That's fantastic.
So,
I'm loving that.
She's got a Husky Blade, a Soul Trap, obviously the Shadow Field. Not Shadow Field.
Clone Field?
No.
Refractor Field.
Maybe it is the Shadow Field. Whatever the one that gives a 2-up.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
that's the one.
No, the Clone Field gives a 4-up now. So that's pretty much what she's kitted out
so
with.
The clone, does the Clone
thing.
Field not do like clones anymore?
It doesn't do clones anymore.
Oh, they just made it a thing? Oh, because the Clone Field was cool.
Yeah, because it negated D3 hits in the combat.
Yeah, that was incredible.
It was fun. It was a fun mechanic. And I always put it on my guys. But
oh yeah, I love the Clone Field.
But it's a cheap 4-up won't save. It's not too bad.
All right. So what's next?
So then the Homunculi, my custom creation. He's coming with just a liquefier gun. Pretty base.
Now this is a conversion here, right?
It
Those
is.
are like
that's part of the
Kronos tentacles or whatever.
The Hellbrute, I think, has a tentacle fist thing that's from or something like that.
Okay.
Props to Nate Skinner, who is the one who did that conversion first, and I copied him. So behind them we have a unit of Mandrakes.
Right.
So a unit of 10 of them, no upgrades. So just bare bones.
Now they get like 18-inch Assault 3.
So they do. They come with a Veil Blast, which is an 18-inch Strength 4, AP 4, Assault 2 with Soul Blaze.
Oh, okay. So, what does Soul Blaze do?
If it hits you and you make an unsaved wound, the unit is essentially lit on fire, kind of like in War Machine Hordes.
Okay.
And then on your turn, you roll to see if the fire goes out. If it doesn't, D6 Strength 5 hits, AP nothing.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, but they can't be lit on Soul Blaze multiple times.
No, well, okay. So once it goes out, if they're hit again, then they're lit on fire again.
Oh, okay, great.
So,
great.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Then we've got 2 units of warriors, just 10 of them with a splinter cannon. That's the only upgrade.
Oh, that's straight up, man.
Sergeants, no nothing. Yeah, they're in raiders with the lances, the dark lances. They also have splinter racks, and they have the +1, which is the stealth. The war gear that gives them stealth.
Night shield.
Night shields. Yeah. It's Shadow Field, Night Field, Flicker Field. So many fields. It's
like,
Clone Field. Clone Fields. Everything's
Shadow,
like Anyway, so yes, that is correct. We have a Ravager to round out one of my heavy support options.
Does that have disintegrators on it? What does that have?
3 lances.
Wow.
3 lances, Sean.
Wow, my
lances.
Guys. Yeah, my war walkers are shaking in their little war walkie boots.
These bare bones as well, so just the lances. Then we have a unit of scourges, so those are the flying guys right there, and they have 4 heat lances, so melta-guns, 18-inch melta-guns. Then we have the incubi in their venom, so 3 incubi, 1 with a sergeant, no demiglaves. They actually got a little bit worse this edition, but so they're just bare bones with a sergeant in a venom. Obviously, my warlord's gonna go in there with him. Then we have a Talos Pain Engine to the left. He is kitted out with chain flails and a twin-linked heat lance.
Okay, and it's what you see is what you get there, right?
So he is.
It's fantastic.
Good.
This is a great fig. I just love that figure.
They're so good. The best thing they did for these guys was that now you can take them in a squadron of 3, essentially.
What?
So you can for every heavy support option, you can bring up to 3 of them.
Right.
Which is what everyone wanted for the longest time.
Right.
Now it's a thing. So perfect. Either way you go, the Talos Pain Engine or the Kronos Pain Engine, both great options. If you really wanted to run a Homunculus Coven Beast list, bring 9 of them. You can't go wrong.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, Dave. But before I go on with my army, I want to say that I just want to point out you only have 4 troops choices here, and I'm sitting on 8. It's a lot. So maybe we should pick not a Maelstrom of War mission. So that's what I was going to do. I was going to make it just like bloody and have it be like you get a point for every one of the 4 glowy ball things every turn.
Oh, wow.
So like no deck or anything. You just get a point for owning that objective. And that would make it really. So those are the warp portals the guys are like trying to get out of or use or whatever. I don't know. What do you think? Should we go for it?
I don't see why not.
Well,
I mean, it's not that big of a.
All right. You know what? I'll group my jet bikes up into smaller groups or bigger groups, and that'll make it not so insane.
Even if you keep it the same, I mean that's.
Yeah.
How many? I mean, it depends on more of it. The turn, how many turns we're going to. If I table you, do I win? Kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, you would win there naturally.
I'm fine trying to table you. I mean.
Oh, okay. Wow. You're so confident.
I'm not confident.
No, I love that. I love it that you're confident.
I don't want to try and tailor it.
Yeah.
So just play with play.
That's fantastic.
One thing we did miss was my Razor Wing jet fighter.
Oh, okay.
So he's upgraded with lances. He's got implosion.
Looking good too.
Implosion missiles and that's pretty much it. So.
Right.
And he's got a flicker field.
This is incredible, Dave.
So I'm ready to do some rating.
And this is 1,500 points.
1,500 points.
So this is a reasonable size game. Okay, on to me. Now, it's all about me, Dave. All right, so I have two Farseers. The one with the lance more upright is the Warlord. I'm actually in a colorist cloak or something like that. So two Farseers. Wow. I have 6 units of 3 each of jet bikes. And I have 3 war walkers with missile launchers and scatter lasers. And I also have, now I was going to give the Farseers the Eldar powers, but they have guide. So what would I want to do guide on? Well, stuff with the heavier weapons, right?
Yeah.
But they already have scatter lasers that give them twin linked,
Yep.
which is reroll the hit. So not that useful on those. Same with the flamers, it doesn't help them. So it really wasn't good synergy. I gave them telepathy. I went ahead and rolled up my things when you weren't around. Can we do honor system? Okay, great. So I got invisibility a lot, so that was good for me. You like that? Right now there's a groan from the crowd. Yeah, you rolled up invisibility. That's all right. You'll get to see the footage. All right, so and I have a Spirit Seer. I'm using the Farseer figure, but boy, can you really pass that up. They're in a Wave Serpent with Holo Field and Vectored Engines. Those are the two that I like. Vectored Engines allows it to flip around at the end of the movement phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
I
what
heard
that
about
is?
those shenanigans.
Yeah. Oh, it's shenanigan-esque. So, and then an Exarch in a Crimson Hunter. Don't leave home without it, folks. Auto include. All right, folks, thanks a lot for tuning in. We really wanted to get this bat rep done today, but we were just tending like client after client after client.
Yes.
I'm going to be here quite a while getting it all cleared out. Okay. Thanks, Dave.
No problem.
Can't wait.
Fun, guys.